Alright, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is December 6th, 2020. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Hey, it's your boy, Pokemon Trigger, please. How you doing tonight, Luis?
Pretty good. How's it going, my good man?
I was doing pretty good until I mixed up the words today and tonight.
What do you mean? Oh, God.
I don't know. I got off work early enough for the podcast, so I am in a good mood.
Yes, I see that. I see that. So that's good. So once again, we are here to talk about Pokemon Go news updates and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as you do. Don't forget to remind everybody that we are part of the Professor Network. So if you'd like to come over to theprofessornetwork.com/purifiedpodcast, we'll have wonderful people working all across medias to bring you everything that we can about the game and the series that we all love. So, Chris, how about we start by saying that I want to catch this Chespin, but he doesn't want to get involved, I guess. But still.
Dude, the catch rates are wild, man.
I know, right?
I swear.
I guess we should recap of what's going on, shift the gears a little bit on what has happened in the last few days. So, Chris, how about before I actually get to the point of my shinies and hundos, how about you go with yours? Because I am trying to catch this Pokemon.
That is fine with me. Oh, that's a big Chespin, too. I got fairly lucky this past week. I think it's going to start... Yeah, it's going to start with a pretty cool Pokemon. I know we were very excited for the mystery egg. Very excited for the mystery egg raids, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's, going ham for freaking Esper. So, I ended up getting a female Esper from the raids that we uncovered.
Which I am a little bit jealous, but I mean, it's not like the greatest thing to actually catch anyway. So.
No, I'm just glad it was the female. I think the female has a better design, I guess. I don't know. It looks cool to me. Yeah. I was walking around Walmart, got a random another Skarmory. That was pretty exciting to see.
Well, yeah, shiny, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir, buddy. If it was a Hundo, I'd actually be more happy than if it was shiny. But other than that, I didn't get anything till we hung out. What was it? 2 days ago?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, dude, time flies, man. I swear, I thought it was longer ago. That is crazy,
right?
But we got very lucky. We came across something that definitely excited us. Lewis noticed it first. We both found a Hundo Eevee, and little known fact, there's 8 evolutions for Eevee, so you need a lot of Hundos.
Yes.
So this makes 4 for me. I don't know. I think you're at 4 too, right?
I'm actually at 3. I need one more
3
for this to get 4, and then of course gotta get the rest. But you know,
I'm not excited to try getting the Vaporeon and Jolteon and all that jazz. It's gonna be super luck based. I'm not excited at all.
I do have one name trick left, and that's the Pyro one, the Flareon one, which I'm okay with.
I think I have one of them, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely not Vaporeon.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Yeah, I tried, I think, 2. I think mostly because I did get the Flareon probably pretty early, but then I did the other ones through the name trick, so that's not a problem. But yeah, I mean, get another Hundo Eevee is not bad. I do have one ready to go for Sylveon when it does drop in, of course. And the other one already evolved it to an Espeon, so it's what it is, you know? This one is probably going to be an Umbreon or just going to get like a Leafeon or Glaceon, depending on what it is. Or depending on what I want to do.
Umbreon's looking good, man.
Yeah,
it's looking good for Ultra League.
I wish it had been a Shando, but you know, you get what you get, because then I would actually be like, I'm done with the game. Like, that's my entire goal of the game right now. So
one day you'll get the Shundo.
The Shando, yeah. I'm going hard for Shando Sylveon at one point. I hope I get it, but it is what it is. What it is. Anywho, for me, I did get
Oh, I'm not done yet.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'll let you finish.
No, I'm joking. I'm gonna let you finish, but
I'm gonna let you finish, but I got more to go.
Oh my gosh. I got while I was hanging out with Pure Letter, I actually got a shiny Sentret and Eevee before we left the park. And then when I got home, I got a level 1 shiny Mischievous. And then on my drive to work, I got a shiny Makuhita this morning. So
nice.
that was pretty exciting.
Alright, that's not bad.
Yeah, other than that, just a bunch of Gen 6 stuff. But
we'll definitely be talking
talk
about that too.
later.
Yeah, we'll definitely be talking about those in a moment. Nothing Gen 6 related Hundos, at least, that's for sure. Which, you got one, but, that's what it is. At least my haul for Hundos, I got 3 Hundos technically now, or 4, probably. I probably already talked about the Ralts, but I can't remember. Anyway, the Ralts was a hatch. It's a female, unfortunately, it's not a male. I won the other one, so it is what it is. On my night was a pre-shadow Hundo. So I got just enough to be able to evolve it, which is just amazing. Anyways, any Hundo for me is like a good Hundo unless it's a Hundo Shadow. Just like my Tidios are back here. That Eevee, of course, that we were able to get. And then I've been grinding out those AR tasks. Wherever I go, whatever I can do it. And since it's a simple thing, I got a Hundo Skarmory. So that's actually pretty nice. And Chris was right next to me when I got that, so that's pretty good.
PvP monster.
PvP monster, especially for the Ultra. As for shinies, real quick, we're just gonna check here. I go plus a lot of shinies, I can tell you this much. Probably every single one in this one before the Groudon that we traded, me and Chris, is a shiny that I got from the Go Plus. So the Goldeen I go plus at work. The Magikarp I go plus when I got home. The Mischievous I go plus, I don't know where, I can't remember at this point. This one says Flower Soda, so I was probably at work at the time. Charmander too, I also go plus, and then I was with Chris, and I go plus the Makuhita, which is my second one, and I mean, at this point, why not do a devolution here for you guys?
You got that family complete, yeah.
I got the family complete. I'll go about my my lucky one that I got on a trade. So it'll be easier, so the Makuhita is going to evolve. You got...
Shout out to Taco.
Yeah, also shout out to Nick here that has a perfect Purified Mewtwo.
Clean.
Oh my goodness. Makuhita's shiny is actually pretty good. I like the purple hands and everything. Or Hariyama.
Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of Makuhita personally. But they're both good.
Yeah, definitely. So, trying to still get the snake, but the snake doesn't want to shine for me.
Dude, I just had that show up off my incense too.
Oh, hilarious. Anyways, so that is technically our hauls for the day or for the week. So it hasn't been too bad. Shinies out everywhere and Hundos whenever we can. So that's pretty good. Let's talk about real quick. We did mention that almost everything that has happened in the last few days has been because of the celebration that we have. That Scorpion has finally dropped. We're finally here. There's so much to talk about. We'll go ahead and get into the news in just a moment. But Froakie!
No way!
Yeah, Froakie!
I hate you. No, I'm joking. I'm so jealous.
I saw it. Okay, we'll talk about that in just a moment. The reason why both Chris and I were just excited about a Froakie because it is a Gen 6 starter that we all want right now. Hopefully this is good somehow. Let's check the ABs real quick before we continue on. Level 36. Okay, that's not bad. Zero attack. He has 9-7.
That's pretty decent,
that's
honestly.
Decent. I'll check the ABs on what it is later on or whenever we are talking about the podcast in a moment. Anyways, so Go Beyond is live. We have the level cap increase. So we're finally able to increase our levels from level 40 to level 50. And the grind is actually pretty exciting, I want to say. Both Chris and I has been excited for this to drop. We wanted to grind it out. We have quite a bit of experience piled up, so it is something that we can probably get pretty soon. Not fully to level 50, but we do have our grind ready to go for it. So, Chris, you want to talk about your experiences and how you wanted to reach a certain level before the podcast today?
Yeah, I think last podcast I put a goal out to turn level 43 by a week. And it's been a week. And I can tell you, I definitely hit that goal.
Yes.
Pure Lighter and I both were trying to get up there, you know. Obviously, it's going to be a very, very long grind to level 50 for both of us. But yeah, the first level was done almost the first day.
It was actually done on the first night. We both did it on our closer to stream, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 42 was fairly easy. And then I got stuck on 43 because I didn't know you could catch Meltan for it. That is a little trick for you guys. If it says to power up a legendary or catch a legendary, you can use the Meltans from the Meltan box for both of those, and it's a lot cheaper because you can catch a Meltan at level 1, and then it's only like 200 Stardust to power it up.
Yeah, definitely. So, and then, of course, the last level from 43 to 44, we actually did on our streams yesterday, and it was mostly just battles, do go Battle League, battle and all of this. If you have a friend who just want to just lose level CPs 10 and then just battle it out with each other, it takes about an hour to do all of them, and just really quickly things to do like that. So Chris and I reached level 44 on the same day, on the same night, because we help each other out. And yeah, I mean, I know we probably would have been able to do a little more, like, you know, just like Trainer Tips did with his stream. He just went ahead and battled his viewers for the entire day, and that, you know, helped him get to where he is. But I know that a lot of people don't have that capability. Luckily, I have Chris with me that he's able to help out. So that at that point, it was like, let's just get it out of the way so we can get to the more grindier ones. Which, honestly, right now we are sitting on the defeat the Team Gold Rocket Grunts, defeat the Team Gold Rocket Leaders, and purify 100 Shadow Pokemon.
It's gonna take forever.
It will take a while. It will take a while, definitely. Especially because just purifying shadows doesn't seem that great of a thing, because there's no more for that regard. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon you don't want to purify. I mean, I purified a few in my day, but if I would have known that this test was coming, I would have saved them all at that point, you know, because let's check my medal, actually. If I go to my medal here,
I don't have a lot.
I don't have a lot either. I don't have a lot either. Purify. I have already purified 111.
I gotta check because it's not too much.
They don't count right now. Oh Lord.
Which one does the purified look like?
It's the like the little Bulbasaur with the purified thing.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I'm at 60 out of 500. I do not purify my Pokemon enough for the Purified Podcast.
Oh my god, well, sadly. Looks like we have a grind to ourselves and a goal, because we are the Purified Podcast. Thank you for reminding me, Chris, that we are technically the Purified Podcast on this, so... Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. It's going to be one of those.
I feel bad.
But it's going to be one of those. Anyhow, it is what it is. We'll definitely try to grind this out as much as possible. It's going to take us a while, because just getting to do both the Team Go Rocket grunts and the leaders is going to take a little bit. If you do 100 grunts, which that's part of the requirement, I think, then that means you can do at least up to 50 leaders just for that reason, you know. So it's going to be a grind. Some people can grind it out pretty quickly if they live in a big city and everything. But if you have a day, just go out, do a grunt and everything, just finish up all those kind of quests. You do have your guaranteed balloon every single day. At least 4 times every 24 hours. So and it spawns every 6 hours. So it's not, unless you have like an event. Now, if it's an event to Go Rocket, we go ham. We'll definitely try to finish it on that day specifically. But that's basically that, you know. So try your best if you can. If you cannot, don't worry too much about it. I do think that getting to this point is the part where you're gonna spend the longest at this point, just because. Again, there's not many grunts spawning everywhere. It's not every stop and everything like that. So it's going to take a little bit of time to do it. If you reach this point and you level that mechanic, play as you will, you know. play as you want.
Yeah, even paying for the rocket radars. Yeah, you still got to find the grunts, just like you said.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna take more than even pay to win.
Yeah, it's gonna take a consistent amount of battles and everything. So it will take a little bit of time, but it will be there. But yeah, no. Again, and I want to advise all our viewers that it's not. It doesn't have to be like the biggest grind. Now, Chris and I wanted to get to this point because we knew it was going to take longer to do the grunts, and we wanted to start on doing that. Plus, everything else above that is going to be a little harder each time that we level up. So, but I've seen people, I mean, Speediest Chief, I think even our own friends at the Lure App, they actually been going super slow at this. They're not worried about it. They want to do it as they don't want to do it as fast as possible. Because they just want to play the game. You know, that right now the Go Beyond is also a requirement to just play the game as much as you want to. You know, there's no hurry to get to level 50 right now, and there's possibly no hurry that they're going to be like a level cap increase in the next year or so anymore. So,
plenty of people that are only at 9 raids out of the 30. So you know, if you feel like you're behind other people for not forking over cash tonight, I think do not feel bad.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Don't feel bad. And even if you're like a free-to-play player, it's probably going to take you 30 days just to complete the level 1 requirement for that reason. So if you're free-to-play and you don't want to spend any money at all just to get to this point, just don't. Play for free. 30 days is not bad. Like the world is not going to end if you're not level 50 by the next year. And nobody's going to be level 50 by next year anyway. So... there's always going to be some kind of like wall that gets us through there. But both Chris and I, again, congratulations. We are level 44. We are getting there. Little by little, we got the post. So that's good. And it is what it is. Enjoy the game, just like Terry says on chat. That's basically it.
Exactly.
All right. So we rant about a lot about this. There's still more information that we're going to cover, of course, in the podcast today or tonight. But let's get into our research topics, our news section, real quick. Chris, what is the very first thing that we're going to talk about today?
Oh boy, the season of Celebration starts now. That's me combining words again. Anyways,
season. I love that. I like that.
Trainers, as the world outside rotates through winter, spring, summer, and autumn, the world of Pokemon Go will change with the seasons. We're excited to announce that the first Pokemon Go season has begun. The season of Celebration. You can learn more about the Pokemon Go seasons here if you go to their website.
Of course. All right, real quick, let's just go ahead and point out what's really going on with the seasons. Now, if you go into the game and go into your news section or your today's view, you can see that there is a season of Celebration that says Eventing Wild Pokemons. It has an 84-day period as of today. And that means that, you know, just like they mentioned in the blog post, it will be rotated out throughout the season. So this is a 3 months long event, technically. But we're just going to call it seasons, just like they mentioned it in the blog post. So just like we get through those 4 stages of the world or the time specific of the seasons, that's what we're going to see specifically. Now, there's some added additions, and that's what we're going to get into with the season of Celebration. And this one is, of course, it will run from Tuesday, December 1st, which was a couple of days ago, of course, to Monday, March 1st. So again, 3 months, exactly 3 months from the start of that day events. Expect the following to participate in a series of in-game events celebrating different regions of the Pokemon world, including Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, and Kalos. During this season, trainers can expect to see different Pokemon in the wild more often. In addition, you can expect to see different Pokemon appearing in the wild depending on which hemisphere you're in. Different Pokemon will be hatching from eggs. Groudon and Weedle will be hatching for 2k eggs, and Bolton and Ducklet will be hatching from 5k eggs. Shinx, thank God, will be hatching from 5km eggs. 5km eggs you receive from a Venture Sync, actually. And instead of Ducklet. So if you actually get the 50km requirements for each week, you'll get an egg. Of course, make sure you have egg space for this. You will be getting technically a Shinx from the 5km egg. Now that I read it, I'm like, do I really want that egg?
I told you, you can trade shiny Shinx for shinies you need,
I
man.
know. I'm probably gonna do the Shando before that, anyways. But yeah. One more thing: Seal, Aaron, and Elgium will no longer be hatching from mechs, which is thank goodness. I hatch a couple of 10Ks with Elgium in it, and I'm just like, no.
I'm a little sad about Seal, but yeah, the other two, yeah, no thank you. I didn't.
So yeah, so also Pokemon's appearing more often in the Northern Hemisphere this season include Alolan Sandshrew, Alolan Vulpix, Seal, Lapras, Teddiursa, Winter Form Dealing, and more. And then if you are appearing in the Southern Hemisphere, more Pokemon include Growlithe, Shaco, Electrike, Burmy, Darumaka, Summer Form Dealing, and more. Of course, some Pokemons are better than others. Right now, I'm actually happy to see more Pokemons from the wintertime, because we always see anything like from a Growlithe to Electrike and everything, so it felt like it was the same every single over.
I already told you. I already saw an Alolan Vulpix, only one, and then we both saw Lapras yesterday.
Yes, definitely. Which I think I still have in my inventory here, somewhere around here, or I probably already deleted it. Either who. But yeah, it's kind of nice to see those types of Pokemons. And aside from the blog post, there's actually a lot of Pokemons that we've seen that we didn't think were going to appear. But even stage 1 and stage 2, actually, I'm not this is stage 2 evolution Pokemons, but they're appearing like a lot for us. And it's actually pretty amazing to see them for two reasons.
It's like actual Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a Pokemon. So two reasons why. One is Stardust, and two is experience. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with those types of Pokemons. More candies, too. I mean, we've seen wild Ivysaurs. We've seen, as you are probably already saw from the stream, wild Noctowls. And they're spawning pretty consistent. And I gotta say, it's actually pretty refreshing to see the types of Pokemons. We're seeing a lot more Pikachus again. I'm seeing a lot of Pidgeys and Eevees again. Raichus. It's just amazing. And I even seen like a wild Ampharos right next to my work the other day, and that was actually pretty hyped.
I saw a wild Sceptile downtown.
Ooh.
I was like, hello?
Ooh.
What?
And people are getting a lot of cool Pokemons appearing.
Yeah.
This whole season thing is changing for the better of the game, because I know that we are so used to just seeing either regular spawns or event spawns for like almost every single week. And it was fun, it was easy, but it's kind of sad to see them go for a while. Sometimes go back to regular spawns, but then the regular spawns are just like, eh. So it is a welcome addition, and it's more a welcome addition that they are separating more from one hemisphere to the other. So it kind of makes sense in that regard, you know. So if you're in the southern hemisphere, which is like my countries, Peru and everything, they probably have Darumakas, which I would love to see, but I'll probably see them next month or in the next 3 months. So, or every 3 or 4, every 6 months, because remember, you know, spring is the next season, so maybe we'll see more spring-like Pokemons at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here we go. There's one example of the evolved Pokemon, like a Kakuna in the wild. Well, from Menses, but in the wild. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah, I got a Flaffy.
Fluffy. Anyways, so yeah, then we have some information about Mega Pokemons. Mega Charizard X and Mega Gengar and Mega Bulbasaur will be the only Pokemons to appear in Mega Race throughout December. Different Mega Evolved Pokemons will be appearing in Mega Race in the new year, so keep on lookout. So we'll see. We got around 20...
so many Megas.
Yes, 21 days or so before the next day. And then Mega Charizard X will be more powerful during the first half of December. Other Mega Pokemon may become more powerful at different times throughout the season of celebration, so it's doing for more updates. Not that we're really doing Charizards at this point. I do have like max out energy for Max's or Mega Charizard anyways. So I don't really need to do any more anytime soon for that reason.
I've been going ham on Abomasnow because I don't have a shiny Snover or anything.
Yeah, same here. And I also would like to see a Hundo, because I want a Hundo for that.
Same. Yeah, we both got that 98, but we need that Hundo.
Yeah, we need that Hundo for sure. So a little bit more information, but we'll get to it. There's actually more to come from this blog post, but we're going to split it up to more of the news for that reason. So let's get into the next piece of news here. And Chris, what is the next piece of news?
Well. Ooh, yeah. If you guys haven't noticed, we got excited about a few Pokemon that were showing up earlier on stream, and that is because Kalos has been discovered, and it is with us, and it is beautiful. We got so many cool new Pokemon to hunt for, and they're very hard to catch.
Yes, definitely. So right here on stream I have right now is the trailer that Pokemon Go put out for the season of celebration Go Beyond update Kalos information. So let's go ahead and watch that real quick. So we see a lot of the starters, their evolutions. You see they're fully evolved. The Pokemon that we're gonna see, Pyro and Litleo. That Noibat is like sneaking in there. And then you get the 3 legendaries! Oh god, they tease me so hard with this, and I'm just like... And then you see Greninja going like pass out and everything. I'm just like, they tease me so good. So good! When I saw that trailer, I was like, I know that they're not coming anytime soon, but you never know. They usually throw curveballs at us when it comes down to those, but seeing the beautiful 3 legendary Pokemon from Generation 6 is like the most best thing I can ever hope for this game at this point.
It's funny to see them just standing there all calmly, like...
Yeah, we're here. We'll be here soon. Out of the 3, I mean, all 3 of the legendaries in Kalos region are probably one of my favorites in the entire game. The starters, I think almost everything Gen 6 is probably my favorite at this point. Sylvan being the most one, but I know they put it in here for a reason.
Oh yeah,
we'll get there eventually. But let's talk about what's going on with this. So Pokemon's original discovering Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Seto, Unabomber, Alola, and Gala has appeared in Pokemon Go. So starting today, or starting the day that this announcement went live, Pokemon's originally discovered in Kalos, the region where Mega Evolution was first discovered, will also be appearing in the world of Pokemon Go. To celebrate their arrival, you'll be able to take part in a special event. So from Wednesday, December 2nd, which was a couple of days ago, to Tuesday, December 8th, which is only ending in the next 2 days or so, features of this event will be the Chespin, Fennekin, Froakie, Benelby, I can't even say that word, Fletchling, Litleo, and Noibat will be appearing more frequently in the wild. In addition, Clefairy will be appearing in the wild only in France, and these Pokemon will appear in the wild after the event ends. We did talk about the things that were going to appear, and especially the Clefairy in the last few announcements from the Go Beyond announcement.
I'm so sad about that one.
Yeah, well, we'll take what we got, you know?
Yeah.
The following Pokemon will be hatching from X. They'll continue to hatch from X after the event concludes. Bumblebee. See? I love that Pokemon. Bumblebee, Fledgling, Litleo, and will be hatching from 2 kilometer eggs. Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie will be hatching from 5 kilometers, and Esper and Noibat will be hatching from 10 kilometer eggs. Not the best when it comes down to those kind of things. Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie is okay in the 5k eggs, but the pool is always so big. Esper, I don't know why they would put it in 10k. Yeah. I'm still like super confused on that.
That doesn't make any sense. I think they just wanted to put something in there.
Yeah, for at least give us more than just a Noibat, because 10Ks are already hard to find anyways in these days. But yes, and then Litleo and Spur will be appearing in One-Star Race. I've seen so many of those already, but because they've seen so many in the wild, there's really no point of doing any Litleo's raids this time around. I've done a couple because I wanted to see if I could get like closer to the Hondo, but it is what it is. And then enjoy an event-exclusive field research and time research tasks that lead to the encounters with Pokemon such as Benelby, I can't even say that word of that Pokemon anymore, and Fletchling, as well as Sword Energy, Mega Charizard Energy, and Mega Blastoise Energy. So that's pretty good. So give us a little chance to do Mega Evolutions and everything. Chris, how excited are you about Generation 6 here? What are your thoughts so far?
I think they open a lot of doors PvP-wise. That's something I was really excited about, especially with Chestnut and Bunnelby into Diggersby. Those are looking like PvP gods, and I know a lot of people are excited about Froakie and his evolution.
Now, my question is, Chestnut is a Pokemon that not a lot of people can get from Generation 6. However, it has the same typing as Breloom. Why is it a little bit better than that then?
Honestly, I think it's just because he's got some good bulk on him. Like,
Okay.
I'm surprised. Also, he has a very well. Actually, now that I think about it, Breloom had a bullet seed too. That is
It has
interesting.
bullet seed, yeah.
Man, yeah.
What is the difference?
You got me.
I would like to see some content creators out there, if they want to go ahead and actually let us know what is the difference between Chestnut and Breloom. Breloom has an exclusive move that people want, or some people want, like Rosnot. And Chestnut is just a brand new Pokemon in the game. So what is the difference? If anybody out there is listening to the podcast, please let us know. We want to know like exactly the reason why, you know. But either
I know I saw Speedius beating up a lot of people with it. If I had to guess, it would be because of superpower, just because you can get to it pretty fast and you get that debuff, so people can't farm that much. But I'd like to hear other people's opinion on it too.
Yeah, definitely. So maybe that's one of the reasons why. Either way, Generation 6 is here. Not much after that event. I'm sure we'll probably get more information about it. We're still missing a lot of Gen 5 Pokemons. Have not been released into the game yet, so we'll see when that announcement is. There's a lot of celebrations, and just like they said, there's going to be a lot of Pokemons and a lot of things going on. One of the cool features of this celebration is the confetti that's been actually raining down in-game for literally all the time since the celebration started. And it's actually pretty nice because for us Floridians, or at least from the southern hemisphere of the United States, we don't see snow ever. So
it reminds me so much of what I think snow should look like, and I love it.
Yes, definitely. So this type of thing happened when GoFest was being played out, so it's actually kind of nice, and it's nice that the feature itself is still in the game. So welcome to Generation 6. I call it the best generation, but I know that's not the same opinion as everybody else, but we'll see. Roast me, people, roast me.
Oh lordy.
Oh god, I don't even want to see that. All right, so that is Kalos.
Gen 3 best gen. Anyways.
Okay. There's actually something pretty spicy that was announced just a couple of days ago. There was nobody was expecting at this point. And I'm going to hang over to my best buddy here, Chris, and tell us about it real quick.
Ooh. To tell you about dude, they surprised us so hard with this. If you guys have not seen the news, if you live under a rock, there's a movie coming out, and there's a certain mythical Pokemon that is a certain amount of shiny, and they're giving us research with it. Do you know what shiny that is? I'll give you a hint. It's freaking shiny Celebi. I'm super hyped. Oh my gosh. In the first thought, I told Purelator, dude, somebody's getting a Shundo here.
Oh, God.
Somebody's getting a Shundo.
Oh, goodness gracious. So, just like he has actually said that, tied in with the Pokemon the movie, The Secrets of the Jungle, which includes both a brand new Pokemon in the world of Pokemon called Cerude, will be appearing not in Pokemon Go, but in the movie, of course. But then there is also a shiny Celebi that appears in the movie. So it's right here for everybody to see. You see, it's right here. It's like right here. I can't zoom in anymore because if not, it's going to be the other way around. But anyways, it's right here. Shiny Celebi is finally being released into Pokemon Go. Now, why is this such a big deal? Now, it's not the first mythical. Let me just point this out. It's not the very first mythical set released as a shiny in Pokemon Go. We had shiny Darkrai. We had shiny Meltan. We had shiny Genesect and shiny Deoxys. So yes, we had at least 4 mythicals already in the game that has been released as shinies. However, why is this such a big deal? Now, Celebi was an only one-time encounter in the Go Fest almost 2 or 3 years ago. It has not, and I repeat, it has not given us a chance to catch another one since then. This is the very first time that we're going to catch a second mythical Celebi. And for the best part is that it's a guaranteed shiny. So, just like Chris has said, somebody imagine getting the Shanda for this. It's probably going to be the most hype shiny of them all. Now, we don't know if this is the start of something new when it comes to more events or more things. Shiny Mew hasn't been released, but we all know that Niantic likes to throw different curveballs at us and release different things at different times instead of like a constant period of unsurprises. But surprise, here it comes. Shiny Celebi, it's coming. So let's go ahead and get real quick on what we can expect for this. So, we're excited to announce that the latest Pokemon film, which is The Secret of the Jungle, is coming soon. It's coming in 2021 for us, at least. I know Japan already has a release date and has been, loving it. Beginning on December 14, Jesse and James will be returning to Pokemon Go, and you'll be able to encounter Shiny Celebi by completing limited time special research. So you can also look forward to a lot of other in-game content inspired by the movie. Now, this says limited time. So the moment this goes live, I don't know how long this... First day. I know.
As soon as I can.
I'll probably be working at that time, but either way. We have to complete this time research before the event fully ends. So make sure you are aware of that. However, the one thing they haven't actually said is that there is no end date to this. So right now, it only says that it's starting on Monday, December 14 at 8 a.m. local time. So the moment you wake up on Monday, if you gotta go to school, you gotta go to work, it's gonna start. So you still have the full day to work on it, if anything. There's, again, no end date to this, but the features of this will be a limited time special research story inspired the movie will be available. Complete this research line to encounter Shiny Celebi. Again, they're specifying the Shiny Celebi will be the special encounter research that you're going to get if you finish at the time research. In an odd twist of events, Jesse and James will be the ones guiding you throughout this special research story instead of Professor Willow. This is actually new for us because we always seen Willow tell us what's going on with the game's information, events, and everything that's going on. To have a different type of character tells us, especially too, that we were only going to see for a limited time before they're coming back. They're going to be telling us how this research is going to turn out. So you'll need to prepare for trouble for this one, just like they mentioned. Stay tuned for updates on when this special research will become unavailable. So there will be another announcement that says that this research will end at some point between either this year or next year. We don't know that yet. Jess and Jess will be returning in their Meowth balloon for a limited time. It seems that they have received different Shadow Pokemon from the Team Go Rocket that last time the pair appeared in the world of Pokemon Go. Stay tuned for updates on when Jesse and James will be leaving. So again, they will let us know when they will be leaving before they actually leave. Be sure to check out the avatar items inspired by Jesse and James' outfits from the Pokemon movie Secret of the Jungle. This avatar will be available for free in the style shop. So yes, free items, free stylists. We're probably gonna wear it anyway. So we got one more thing though. Explorer Pikachu will be making his Pokemon Go debut from the Monday, December 14 to Monday, December 21st. Explorer Pikachu will appear in the wild and in raids. Note that this is actually one of the special Pikachus that's going to appear in raids. If you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny Explorer Pikachu. I'm going to say that. I know you're not super excited about this, but again, it's another shiny hunt for anyways.
It's not bad. I'm excited about that Spotlight Hour now.
Yes.
Because I want to see how much extra large candy I can get for Pikachu.
Definitely. If you take a snapshot during this time, you might see Jesse and James. Pretty cool. I don't know how many we're going to actually have. During this Spotlight Hour on Tuesday, December 15 at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time, Explorer Pikachu will appear more frequently in the wild, and you'll receive twice as the candy for catching the Pokemon. Maybe grind out those extra large candies there. We'll see.
Don't mind if I do.
I know, right? So yes, meet Pokemon connected to the movie Secrets of the Jungle. That looked shiny for a second. I don't know why. Again, from December 14 to Thursday, December 17. So a 3-day event, mini event, I guess. Hoot, Nuzleaf, Drillbur, Codney, Doable, and more will appear more frequently in the wild. If you're lucky, you might encounter a Durant. Not a shiny Durant, but a Durant.
Just a Durant.
Just a Durant. Lickitung, Mawile, Flygon, Rufflet, and more will be appearing in raid battles. Now,
oh boy.
Hold on. Igglybuff, Smushum, Elekid, Magnetes, Bosley, and Rufflet will be hatching from 5-kilometer eggs. If you're lucky, you might even find a shiny Rufflet.
Dude, so many good Pokemon.
I know, right? A lot of these are actually good Stardust grinders, but the ones that we're more excited about is the one Rufflet that's going to be on raids. Lickitung is not bad if you want to get a good one for PvP, of course. It's a good...
Dude, I want all the raids. They're all amazing. Except Flygon. They're all amazing.
I wouldn't like really Mawile or Flygon, but...
I just want the Mawile candies so I can power up a few and then maybe get some extra large candies for the Mega.
I know, I gotta get the Hundo. That means I gotta Ryan again. Anyways. Anyway, so a lot of Pokemon here, but definitely the one that's going to be the most prevalent in this is probably going to be the Rufflet. Brand new shiny in Pokemon Go. It's technically the American shiny because it is American colors. Beautiful shiny.
A+ shiny.
Yes, when it evolves. But it's also one that you barely had enough of unless you've been doing Go Battle League. And just a couple of extra events. Since then, it's probably only been 2 or 3 since you've seen it. So.
Yeah, even then, I only have, I have plenty of love. I have 147 candy, but, like, the shiny. The shiny.
Shiny.
I needed it.
And then Jesse and James Meowth Balloon will appear more frequently on December 25th. So, Christmas! Jesse and James are coming back, and they're actually coming really frequently on that day from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. local time. So, if you have nothing else to do on Christmas, unless you're from family, open the game up. You'll see a lot of Jesse and James. I can tell you that much.
I want to see what Pokemon they get.
Definitely. And then, of course, they will appear more frequently and use the opportunity to challenge the duo, which we have already, but they'll have new Pokemons and hopefully new shinies or shadow new shinies. But yeah, that is the big announcement that we got on Friday night, and that was a crazy announcement to come back from because I was at work. I came back and I see the Pokemon Go tweeted, and I'm like, oh, this is an event from the Go. Shiny Celebi! Everybody went nuts.
Dude, Pokemon Go Twitter was just insane that day.
Yes. I think the entire world, especially the trainer tips, like a video dedicated only to Shiny Celebi, but now he's going to be doing way more than usual. If you actually haven't checked out Trainer's Tips videos, especially the one that he did for Japan when he actually caught Shiny Celebi, or his quest to Shiny Celebi, I want to say you go ahead and check it out. If anything, I'll probably put it in the link if I find it again. But anyways, it's one of the things that it actually is a pretty good cinematography and everything that he did for the catch of Celebi. So now he's going to do it again for Shiny Celebi. But that is, of course, another hype event. It will be starting not this week, but next week. So be prepared, guys. Time research is coming. Shiny Celebi is coming, and we'll see how long it takes us to get it.
Hopefully not too long.
Definitely. All right, you want to go ahead and talk about our next piece of news there, Krish?
Sure. Something that I'm sure all of us look forward to is the community days. And we got the December community day coming up, the last community day of 2020 till we move into the next year. And it's going to be pretty much all the community days of 2020 all in one little week.
Weekend.
It's gonna, week. Oh, it's only the weekend this time. Ew.
It never really was the week, wasn't it?
No, they had Pokemon spawning throughout the week. It's just before they only boosted the spawns like crazy for like a short time period.
That makes sense.
I don't know if they're gonna do that this time though. Looking at it, it looks like it's only gonna be the weekend.
All right. So what is happening with this final community weekend that we usually have on December? So as you guys know, everything that happens throughout the year again, or at least all the community days are piled up into either 1 or 2 days events if you have been working on the last few years. Now, first and foremost, we're going to tell you in real quick what's going to happen. So as we say goodbye to 2020, let's take a look at the community day events we share together. Our final community day event will be held on Saturday, December the 12th and Sunday, December the 13th. Throughout the event, Pokemon's featured in Community Day events throughout the 2019 and 2020 will appear more frequently in the wild and in raids. So in this event will be a great time to catch Pokemon's featured in any community events you may have missed. For a limited time each day, you'll have more likely to encounter certain shiny Pokemons. You'll benefit from bonuses, and different Pokemons will be appearing more frequently in Mega Raids. Read on for details on what you can expect for each day on December Community Day weekend. So again, it's Saturday and Sunday, so it's this coming weekend. It's coming again from 6 a.m. Yeah, 6 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m. Wow, that's a really wake up call. We're gonna have to wake up pretty early for that, I guess. But more frequently in the wild will be, of course, Charmander, Weedle, Abra, Ghastly, Rhyhorn, Electabuzz, Magmar, Magikarp, Porygon, Seedot, and Piplup. And then, of course, Pokemon appear in raids: Totodile, Soinab, Trico, Torchic, Mudkip, Rowlet, Slackup, Trapinch, Bagon, Tortwig, and Chimchar. Pokemon's hatching from 2 kilometer eggs, the same ones from the raids. I'm not going to just tell them all again. But again, you have a lot of Pokemons that are going to also have their exclusive Community Day moves. All the ones from 2019 to 2020 will be the ones that you can evolve throughout this weekend. So if you are waiting for a good one to use, or you've been sent me one from those 2 years worth of Community Days, will appear now. This is the controversy that a lot of people are actually been talking about, and this is what it is. The 2018 Pokemons that were featured in the Community Days, such as like Bulbasaur, Charmander, and all those before, will not be able to get their Community Day moves for many reasons. Now, they did mention in this that, and a lot of sources have been telling us the same, you will not be able to get the Community Day moves if you evolve those Pokemon, so don't evolve them yet. However, they did say the exclusive attacks from feature in 2018 will be available in the future. A lot of people in the community are kind of salty about this. Chris, do you want to elaborate that a little bit?
Yeah, I know a lot of people were excited to see how they could evolve their Pokemon. You know, get the Blast Burn, Charizard, the Hydro Cannon, Blastoise. You know, all that old Pokemon. Even SmackDown T-Tar, I believe. Yes. But we're gonna have to wait on those. I don't know how they're gonna implement them in the future. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely excited to see how. But yeah, as soon as we saw that Charizard was getting a second Calm Day, that was kind of the red flag that this 2020 recap kind of the Calm Day was going to be different in some way.
Yeah, they
did not do what I thought they'd do. It's making it easier on them. I think is fine. It just sucks that everyone's going to have to wait a little bit longer to try and get that 2018 Calm Day move set, but we'll see.
We'll see. It's not a bad addition. It's not a bad thing, but it's kind of sad to see. Like, there's a lot of powerful Pokemons from the 2018, just like Charizard, Venusaur. I know Squirtle doesn't really matter, but there's just even Metagross. And if you want DPS on raids, Tyranitar is just great, and all that stuff. So.
Metagross is another good one, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of sad because a lot of battlers, especially because if you were to get your Pokemons ready to go and said, okay, I'll wait for this specific weekend on December to get the community moves. Now you can't do it. Don't worry, guys. Again, it will happen in the future. We don't know when. We don't know how. We don't know how they want to implement this at the end of the day. But just hold on a little bit longer. I'm sure they have something planned for the people who did save up to this point for those specific Pokemons. Now, there are a lot of Pokemons from 2019 and 2020 that you want to evolve. Charizard with Dragon Breath is going to be interesting. We have Hunter or Gengar with Shadow Punch, Rhyperior with Rock Wrecker. We also have maybe Magic or Gyarados to Aqua Tail. I know I forgot about that.
I accidentally deleted my PvP one, so
yeah.
I cried.
There's also Sceptile with Frenzy Plan, Blaziken with Blast Burn. Don't evolve Gardevoir, just don't. Swampert is probably your number one pick to actually get a good Community Day move on it, because Hydro Cannon Swampert is good in every single one of the leagues.
Oh, yeah.
And from there on, just a couple other ones. Maybe Empoleon to Hydro Cannon. Again, it wouldn't be a bad idea, because he's better with Hydro Cannon than any other move anyways. So yeah, and then after that, of course, we also have the special one-time purchase box. It's Community Day box available for 1,280 Pokecoins, which is around $12. Featuring 30 Ultra Balls, 5 Lucky Eggs, 1 Elite Fast TM, and 1 Elite Charge TM.
2 Elite TMs?
Yes.
1 of each? Hello?
Yes. It's basically,
okay, I might actually buy that.
Yeah, so it is a discounted price from the usual Community Day boxes that we get, which only includes 1 TM on the other side of the coin. So usually I wouldn't tell you go buy this box because it's bad. This time I say you buy it because it's probably one of the best things you can probably get right now.
Honestly, I think this is their way of getting people off their back about not getting the 2018 Pokemon.
Definitely.
If I had to guess.
Event exclusive time research will be available. By completing the time research task, you will be able to earn an elite, charge TM, and other rewards. And then for $1 or equivalent, you'll be able to access the December Community Day exclusive special research. Interesting.
If it gives guaranteed shinies, I might do that too.
I mean, probably. But there, of course, there also will be each day will have this specific time period, just like a Community Day would, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time. We can experience the following. So on Saturday, December 12th, the Pokemon appearing more frequently and more likely to be shiny will be Weedle, Abra, Ghastly, Reinhorn, Seedot, and Piplup, excluding the ones in raids, of course. The bonuses for that day specifically will be 2 times Cash Stardust and half the egg hatch distance when eggs placed in incubators during those hours. And then the instance will also last for 3 hours. Mega Gengar will be appearing more frequently in raids. That is
and he's going to have Shadow Punch too, yeah.
Yes, he will have Shadow Punch. That's going to be interesting when you do it. And then Sunday, December 13, same times, the Pokemon appear more frequently in the wild and likely to be shiny. Charmander, Electabuzz, Magmar, Magikarp, and Porygon. The Magikarp is probably the one that you really want to go for the most, unless you want Charmander.
I got enough Charmander, but I do love that shiny. I'll definitely be trying for Magikarp though.
Definitely. And then say bonus. Actually, before I say the bonuses, you may want to do also the Magikarp for the medal.
That's true.
Yeah.
That platinum.
The platinum. 2 times Cash Stardust again. Half stun instance. Egg hash distance half. And then Mega Charizard X will be appearing more frequently in raids.
That Dragon Breath that time, yeah.
Indeed. So as 2020 comes to an end, and hopefully soon, let's go back on the memories we made during all of the Community Days event this year. Don't forget to share your experiences from this weekend on us on social media, on the Pokemon and hashtag Pokemon Go Community Day. Let's go. So Chris, real quick, we're definitely gonna be planning out a specific podcast for this, but we're ending the year, and we're in the last month of the years, and I don't know, this Community Days has been crazy all around for sure.
It's been a crazy year. I think they're tying together the end of it pretty well. I mean, I don't think people can be too sad about them taking out some of the Calm Day Pokemon, because honestly, it's getting to the point where they just have a big roster of Pokemon. It's too many. It's
getting too many, and to remember all of them is kind of a little bit tough too. So, but yeah, reminiscing. I mean, this year has been completely different what we get when it comes to Community Days. Not being able to hang out with a lot of the friends, not seeing a lot of people go out and on their way to actually catch them all and everything. It has been an interesting year for Community Day, especially when I think it was during Abra's Community Day that we got canceled and then rescheduled, and then they made up on that month that we got rescheduled on, I think it was March, with the double Community Day with both Electabuzz and Magmar. So we still technically had our 11 Community Days all together in once. So it has been a crazy year for sure, guys. I'm sure that I know that a lot of the Pokemon this year were not super exciting, especially the ones that we voted in and voted out. But again, I think this was the best course of action they could have done to be able to still stay safe and not be super crazy about things like a Gibble Community Day or a specific Generation 1 or Generation 5 starter community day or something, and things like that. So it was holding on to a point, but I'm glad that it still gave us a chance of glory when it comes down to it. Weedle was great. It's been a great addition in Go Battle League with the Creole Run ability. So things like that, they just make a little bit better and see what Pokemons can be used more than just the same ones all the time. And then the considered step pattern change because we knew what Pokemon was going to come out. But at least now we can see that they were planning a lot, and this is our makeup when it comes down to it. So, community day, gotta love it. All right, so that is mostly all the information that we got. Chris and I, we also wanted to actually mention a little bit of a question that we're going to put out, and hopefully we get a couple of responses before the next podcast. Real quick, Chris, what do you say that you want to ask our community?
I mean, we've seen it implemented at the beginning of the introduction of level 50. Extra large candy. Is it worth the grind? You get a few based on the Pokemon you catch now. It looks like it is very tied into the CP/level of the Pokemon. And it only has a chance of dropping. So you're not guaranteed extra large candy, even if it is like a level 35 Pokemon. But it does have a higher chance of dropping for the higher level Pokemon.
Yes, so extra large candies is something that you see or not, depending on what Chris has mentioned. So we want to actually ask, is XP or extra large candy, XP, I want to say, extra large candy really worth it in Pokemon Go? Now, my understanding is because it's brand new, it's not really that crazy to go about it. If you catch a lot of Pokemons every day, then you're definitely going to get at least a couple of extra candies for the specific Pokemon. So depending on what you do, it's not super rare, and it's not really necessary at this point, aside from just leveling out those Pokemon to level 50. You can transfer regular candies to extra large candies if you wanted to. However, it takes a lot of them if you have just more than enough for it. But it is what it is when it comes down to it. Right now, your best bet will be to just go ahead and just get as many Pokemon as you can. It's another way to grind the game a little bit more. And sooner or later, you're probably going to have an extremely amount of extra large candies for one specific Pokemon or something similar to that. And then at that point, it probably won't matter because you just have a lot, And you get both regular candy and extra large candy if you catch a Pokemon, just like you see here. So it's not like it's the worst thing in the world when you come down to it, So
yeah, you get it for trading, transferring, hatching. There's many ways to get it.
Yeah, definitely. So let us know what you think. This is one of our very few questions that we want to ask our community. If you can email us, you can text us on Twitter or anything like that. So just make sure, or tweet it at us, I guess. So just let us know what is your questions, and we'll put it on the next podcast for sure. And you can be featured if you want to be featured on the podcast. So go ahead and do it. All right, real quick, because we are running out of time. Get good, get wrecked. Here we go, Chris.
Oh boy, dude! This is probably the most hype season we've had so far because it's the most competitive season.
It is. In my opinion. It is. So season 6 is here, and Chris, real quick, what can you get us some quick information on what we're gonna expect this season 6?
Oh yeah. Instead of it just going to rank 10, now it goes all the way up to rank 24. Or is it rank 26 technically? Because you get to
24 and then Elos, yeah.
Yeah, 24, and then you have an Elo system that we're used to, the 2,000 to 3,000 for the top rank. So what you want to be aiming for is that legend at 3,000, but it's going to start at Ace with 2,000, Veteran at 2,500, Expert at 2,750, and then eventually Legend at 3,000. It's a very weird way of doing it. It's based on wins until you get to Ace, which I think is a good way of pushing people forward. You're going to rank up as long as you play. I don't think you're going to have a 0 and 25 day. As long as you're playing 1,500 CP Pokemon, you're going to get a good matchup somewhere.
Definitely.
And they seem to give you a pretty good curve of matching up with people that have about the same win percentage as you. Even if you see yourself get matched up against somebody with a really high rank, they're probably having an off day, so so you may have a good chance.
Definitely.
I'm sorry to say.
So we'll definitely be talking about a lot of the meta, but I want to save that up to the next podcast. However, I will go ahead and give you guys the dates of where we're going to be running through Season 6 now. The Great League will run from Monday, November 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern Pacific time, to Monday, December 14th. So in the 2-week period for Great League. Ultra League and its Premier Cup will run from December 14th to Monday, December 28th. Then Master League is Premier Cup and Master League Classic and the Holiday Cup. So it's like 4 different cups in one. Will run from December 28th all the way to January 4th. So it still keeps the same. It keeps the same structure on each and every single one of them from previous seasons. However, if you want to do more, you can rank that pretty quickly in the next few days when it comes down to it. Now, Season 6 again has started now. Make sure you try to get through it. It says all leagues will be available, and the Ultra League Premier Cup will be run from Monday, January 4th to Monday, January 11th. So those are the dates. He already talked about all the season things that we're gonna change from increase from 10 to 24 ranks: Ace, Veteran, Expert, and Legend. The rank system also has been updated, and the rewards system. Once you rank 5, the reward will be a mystery items. Rank 10, the rewards will be Stardust. Rank 15, the rewards will be Rare Candy. And rank 19, the rewards will be Pokemon Encounters. And then enjoy additional Stardust bonus for a limited time during the Master League, Premier Cup, Master League Classic, and the Holiday Cup on Monday, December 8th. Or I'm sorry, that's December 28th. To Monday, January 4th, which is the dates we mentioned before. You earn twice the Stardust for winning battles and completing battle sets. Pretty good. You won't want to miss the Season 6 rewards. Pikachu Libre again will be awarded at... Actually, now it is when you reach rank 10, which is really not that hard to get to. And then when you reach the Legend rank, you'll earn avatar items and deposit pirated by N, who made his first appearance in Pokemon Black version and White version.
I like that.
Yes, definitely. So that post and the avatar items will be kind of nice. Additionally, players who reach rank 20 can encounter the legendary Pokemon that is available in battle in the 5-star race at a time. So, that's crazy. You'll also be guaranteeing different Pokemon's encounters in each rank. Will include the following. In various ranks, the first partner Pokemon region discovered in various regions will progress through the ranks. Rank 16, you'll guarantee encounter Chespin. 17, you'll encounter Fennekin. And 18, you'll be encountering Froakie, so the starter Pokemon for the Kalos region. At rank 20, you'll encounter a surprise Pokemon during the second half of Season 6. You'll have the chance to encounter it on the reward tracks for higher ranks. Interesting.
Okay.
We'll see. The Legend rank will guarantee you, of course, Pikachu Libre again, and it will be the only time you'll encounter Pikachu Libre during this season. So, if you didn't get it your last season, there's a chance again, but you got to reach Legend rank. Battle out. You'll be able to enjoy new Go Battle League Cups. So again, the Holiday Cup will run from Monday, December 28th to January 4th. Simply limit will be 1,500, and only normal, grass, electric, ice, flying, and ghost types will be allowed. And then, of course, there is a little bit more information that's going to come out later for the second half of Season 6. At the start of the season, your ratings will be reset, just like we already knew. And then some attacks will be updated coming soon. So that's basically all the information. I'm sorry that I actually powered through to them because, again, we are running a little bit short on time for the podcast. But if you want to talk about more about Season 6, make sure you tweet it at us. And if you want us to make sure you continue to see some meta relevance, we'll definitely talk about it on the next podcast for sure. So that is really all that I got. Whew, that was a run through.
Terry, I barely saw that.
Anyways, guys. Oh, thank you so much, Terry. But yeah, that is really all the information that I got for you guys today. Chris, do you have anything else you want to add while we try to do this mega Baba Snow?
Yeah. If you guys need any help picking your team, just at one of us. We'll try to help you out. Yeah, a lot of good choices. A lot of good choices to make this year.
Definitely. So, if that is it, I think we finally got a podcast. Thank you so much for listening to everybody here. We, of course, are in other podcast services like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, and more. Please make sure that if you are able to leave a review, we would greatly appreciate it if you leave us one of how well we do in this podcast. Don't forget to check us out on our social medias. Right here, Pure Let It Go, and then Cristo0517 for both. And again, you want to tweet at us, go ahead. There's our podcast fees, of course. And then, of course, you can email us information at thepurifiedpodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com, Professor Network. All right, Chris, while we try to battle this down real quick, how about you take us away for that night?
All right. I'm sure we're all excited to get through the end of 2020. Definitely a lot of good shinies to be had on the upcoming community weekend. So, let us know what you guys get, especially if you get a Shundo. That's definitely going to be impressive. We'll get very jealous at that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully one of you guys are lucky enough to get the Shundo Célébrer. Definitely brag that on me because I will probably cry if I don't.
Definitely. Real quick, I actually almost forgot, Chris, before we actually ended. There will be something special coming up pretty soon with our partner, Professor Network, in the next few weeks. I won't announce it today, but probably by next podcast, I'll probably be talking about it. And hopefully you guys are excited. Just a little snack of what's going on this day. So hopefully you guys will be excited about that. I'll definitely have all the links and everything later on for all of that. So I guess that's it, Chris.
Yeah. Hope you guys have a good one. Get those shinies, keep grinding, or take it easy, and just keep enjoying the world of Pokemon. Yeah. Have a good one, guys. Peace.
Keep grinding. Have a good night.